Okay, so we're all done with our testing. So this is a chart of Brittany's hearing. This is loudness down on this side, and this is softer than a whisper to louder than a jet engine. And this is low pitch all the way to high pitch, kind of like the keys on a piano keyboard. Everything in a child is considered normal if it's above 15 on this line. So as you can see, Brittany does show a little bit of a hearing loss. But whenever we put these results in the booth with what we got out here, these results don't really match up. These thresholds right here for the OAEs are showing us robust. So that means that in a sensory neural hearing loss, she wouldn't have those results out here objectively. But whenever she's responding in the booth, she's having some difficulty giving us those responses.
Okay. So what does that mean for her then?
So I think we're going to, we'll either need to do a retest at some point, and we'll probably have Brittany go and see her school counselor and see if there's an attention issue. So this may be related more to attention than it may be to her hearing, because her hearing is within normal limits whenever we do all of the objective testing out here. But whenever we take her into the booth, it's the behavioral responses that we're having a little bit more trouble eliciting. So I think that we might need to go see her counselor at school and see if we can do some testing for attention.
Okay. So she doesn't need hearing aids. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so I would recommend that whenever you go to the counselor, if there is something that raises a flag for attention, then Brittany might be put on a trial, bring up an FM system, and they can put her on a trial for an FM system. And what that does is it won't give her amplification like a hearing aid will, but it will stream the teacher's instruction from a microphone right into Brittany's ear. So she'll wear a device that looks like a hearing aid, and you'll wear it in school, and it will go straight from the teacher's microphone. They'll wear a little necklace, and it'll go straight into your FM system, and then you can hear, she'll be able to hear that.
Okay, so so she won't need a hearing aid.
No.
That won't benefit her at all? Is
No.
that what you're saying?
Yes. So whenever we did the speech recognition scores, they aren't consistent with what we were getting in the booth with her responding behaviorally. So there's nothing that I can, there's nothing here that suggests that a hearing aid would be able to benefit her just because of those inconsistencies in these responses. And I wouldn't want to give her amplification that could potentially damage her hearing.
Okay.
Because that would get too loud if she is able to hear it, but we're just having some issues with the attention in the booth.
Okay, that makes sense. So no hearing aids are warranted, but the FM system.
Yes. So I would definitely
possibly.
Yes, a possible trial with an FM system. Talk to the school counselor about doing some tests for attention, and if they have any red flags for attention there, then they'll give Brittany a trial period with an FM.
Okay.
And then after that trial period, if it's successful, then she'll just continue to use that throughout the school year. If there isn't success with that, then I would recommend coming back in and we can do testing that we could require Brittany to have an ABR, and we could have objective testing done on her brainwaves. We'd put electrodes on just right here on her head, and that would measure her brainwaves. Or we could do auditory processing testing and seeing if if you're having trouble with processing those sounds, not truly hearing them, but really understanding, making sense of them in your brain.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, honey?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little hard in school. Yeah, it's definitely different. Middle school is a little bit different. It's a little bit more challenging and a lot going on. And your mom was telling me in the booth that you've been having a little bit of trouble since your dad's moved out. But yeah, I would just make sure that you're just trying to pay attention and focus on those words that your teachers are saying, and make sure you sit in the front of the classroom and make sure that you're paying attention and not focused on other things. I know that people in school now get distracted on their phones and stuff, so just make sure that all of your technology is away and you're paying attention to your teacher and really asking questions if you're missing out on things so that they can repeat and clarify for you.
Did you hear that, honey? Okay, well.
All right, well, I'm here if you need anything, or do you have any other questions?
I guess now it's just we go to the counselor and just see if there is anything that we can maybe work on, see if she could do the FM system. Hopefully that'll help with your academics because, honey, we need to get that back up. And then we'll go from there. And then if we need to come back and do the processing testing, we can do that, or the electrode thingy, we'll do that too. So we will hopefully see you again. And if not, thank you very much for your help, Brittany. You need to go, honey.
Hope everything works out for you guys.
Thank you so much.
Good luck in school, Brittany. Bye.